There was once a traveller who carried a magnet in his chest. He didn't know it was there. He only wondered why some days the world moved toward him easily, and other days everything resisted. An old teacher smiled and said, "It's not the world that changes, it's the field you're broadcasting. Every breath, every thought, every small act was like polishing or scratching that inner magnet. When he practiced patience, it shone. When he sank into resentment, it dulled. And he noticed people, chances, even weather seemed to echo his tone. That was his first lesson in spiritual magnetism. That the subtle and the visible, they're not two things, only two speeds of vibration. So he experimented. When he woke, he chose a single feeling: gratitude, curiosity, calm, and held it as if tuning a string. Within days, conversations softened, doors opened, intuition whispered louder. Neuroscience would call it attentional priming. Mystics call it alignment. Same phenomenon, different accent. Then came trials. Each one, he realized, was a frequency test. If he clung to fear, the signal scattered. If he met it with courage, the magnet grew stronger. He began to see hardship as resistance training for the soul. Now he chunked up asking, why would the universe design it this way? And the insight landed, because a polished magnet attracts, a raw one repels. Discipline, compassion, honesty, these were the polishing clots. Neglect, vanity, and blame were the rust. He looked around and saw that separation itself was a labeling error. Everything humming on one field. Atoms sharing photons. Minds sharing moods. Hearts syncing rhythms. Even silence had a frequency. Science calls it coherence. Saints call it unity. And he wondered, what would happen if everyone learned to maintain that coherence for just 1 hour a day? The extrapolated future appeared before him. Cities quieter, eyes kinder, inventions kinder still. A civilization run by resonance rather than reaction. He felt the potential and smiled, because it started with one person remembering to breathe. The traveller also glimpsed the side effect of forgetting. People chasing power with rusty magnets, wondering why nothing sticks. Communities vibrating at complaint and wondering why peace can't find them. Not punishment, just physics. So he returned home, teaching in stories, because logic convinces the mind while metaphor educates the nervous system. He told children, when you pet a cat gently, you're practicing magnetism. He told merchants, when you speak honestly, your shop's frequency rises. He told himself each dawn, shine the magnet first, then meet the world. Years later, they said he had gifts, intuition, healing, channeling. He laughed. No, just a tuned instrument. For when the instrument is clear, music plays through it effortlessly. That's the secret of psychic activation. Remove the noise, and the song already present becomes audible. And if he could whisper to you now, he'd probably say, test it yourself. 1 week of deliberate calm. 1 week of gratitude. 1 week of disciplined focus. Notice how reality rearranges itself. If it doesn't, you've lost nothing. If it does, you've learned the operating manual for your own energy. Then he'd wink. Because even serious truth can be playful. Because life itself is an experiment. And you're both scientist and subject, magnet and metal, signal and receiver.